Okay. So, like I was saying, network marketing is like Hawaii. If I go and I love it and I come back and I say to Yasmin, okay, Yasmin, you need to go to Hawaii. It's absolutely amazing. I've had the best time of my life. But then Yasmin goes and as soon as she stops off gets off the plane, it starts raining and everything like that. And then straight away she has to go to a hotel room and she's locked there for the whole week in a hotel room. She can't get out. She can't go to the beach or anything like that. And she comes back to me and says, Tipu, why did you tell me to go Hawaii? It's absolutely disgusting. I couldn't even get anywhere. What beach were you talking about? What palm trees? I've never seen any of those. But we can all agree network marketing or the direct selling industry is exactly like Hawaii. Okay, just because one person has had a bad experience in a particular company, it doesn't mean that network marketing is any less. Do you understand? Network marketing as an industry is absolutely amazing. It's the future of business. Before the 1930s, if you guys can, well, you guys won't remember, but the TV actually it came out in 1930s, right? Now, before the TV came out and the media and the newspaper and everything like that, how did people do business? They did business through network marketing, through word of mouth. That's how business spread. Now, network marketing was the business of the past and is the business of the future. Okay. Now, why is it becoming the business of the future? It's because, as human beings, we evolve over time and we've evolved into beings where we kind of go through thousands and thousands of adverts every single day, but we don't pay any attention to it. We don't take it in. It goes in one year and it goes out the other. Okay. So, companies are spending millions and millions of pounds on TV advertisement where they add, on prime time ITV to advertise for a 30-second advert, it costs over a 140 grand, okay, just for that 30-second advert. Now, how many people actually pay attention to the advert? How many people actually watch the advert and think, you know what, I'm going to switch to that company, I'm going to try that company and see how it works? Very, very few, but out of that 30 seconds, it cost the company over 140 grand. Now, another perfect example is YouTube. And when you're watching YouTube and the advert comes on, do you actually watch the advert or do you press skip? Everybody presses skip, right? And exactly the same thing with junk mail. When I get junk mail through the letterbox, I put it in a special cabinet called the bin. And I'm sure you guys do the same as well. So, advertisement through the traditional means is no longer effective. It does not work anymore efficiently as it used to do before. And companies have actually realized this, and companies, that's why you have so many different companies that are coming out through network marketing. Why? Because they know, people talking to people is the most effective way of advertisement. Okay, it doesn't cost up, it costs absolutely nothing. Yet it's the most effective. So network marketing is creating, in the process, what that's done is that's created an opportunity for people like you and I to actually make, reach our goals, whether financially and other means. So network marketing is the business of the future. It's not perfect, but it's a better option. Okay. So anybody that has had a bad experience, in network marketing, we have a saying that the most expensive thing to have is a closed mind. Okay, people that are closed mind, they're not just broke, they're poor. Okay, POOR. They pass over opportunities repeatedly. Okay, now this is not what we want to be. We don't want to be poor. We don't want to pass over opportunities. So understanding that network marketing is like Hawaii, we need to move forward. And what an amazing opportunity we have with Life to Well. I'm so excited, honestly. So actually to get started, look guys, honestly, to get started and to make success in network marketing, you have to understand your reason why you're doing the business, okay? You need to know your reason because without having a proper reason, you're not going to get anywhere in network marketing, okay? Honestly, so as you guys already have experienced in Forever Living, one of the first things that you do is you write down your reasons why you're doing the business. Otherwise, you write down your reasons why you want to make money. What can money do for you that it's not doing for you right now? Okay, it's very, very, very simple. What do you want? Like personally for myself, what I want out of network marketing is a different lifestyle. Okay, I've only been in the corporate world for 2, 3 years, and this, for me, it's not working, and for thousands and thousands and millions of other people around the world, it's not working because working in a corporate world doesn't get you where you want to be. You know, no one gets wealthy from a 9 to 5. Okay, people pay their bills through 9 to 5. You make a living, but if you want to make a life, what do? You have to start your own business. So for me, network marketing is an opportunity for me to actually change my family situation. I want to give my family the best things that they deserve. I want to give my family the best house that they can live in. I want to give my parents, the best life that they only dreamed about. Let's face it, people like us, our families are not they're not wealthy, they're not Arab rich. Where did they come from? They came from, uh, um, they came from back home, and look at the amazing things that these guys have done for us so far. And it's our actually time to actually take that step forward. So for me, network marketing is the only opportunity that's going to actually change my situation, and it's going to make me achieve my goals. Okay, I want to retire my brothers. I want to make my family proud. I want to make my mom so proud looking at me. I want her to be proud knowing, wow, what an amazing achievement my son has done. So for me, that's the reason why I'm doing it, and I'm not going to stop at anything unless I get my goals. Okay, this is how strong your goals has to be. What do you want out of your life? Okay, what do you want? What goals do you have in life, and how are you going to achieve it? This is something that you need to ask yourself, because these are real life questions that we spend very little time on, like kind of pondering. So ask yourself that question: what do you want out of your life? What are your goals, and how are you going to get there? So financially speaking, our goal is to be financially free, and also be time free, have time freedom as well. Now some people have extra goals, like they want to spend extra time with their family, they want to pay some extra bills off, they want to help the kids with education, etc., etc. So you need to have a meaningful goal as to why you're doing this business, and it has to be something, it can't be about you. If you say, oh, I want a car, I want this. We all give up on ourselves time and time again, but when it's for a bigger cause like our family and everything like that, okay, we're not going to give up. Okay, even when at times when we're tired, we can't be asked doing anything, we can't be asked doing presentations, we can't be asked speaking to that person. Understanding the reason why we're doing the business is just going to give us that extra push, and it's going to create results that otherwise you wouldn't have actually created. So everybody, I want everybody to understand the reason why they're doing their business, because this is very important. Okay, now that actually ties in with the emotional roller coaster. Okay, so it actually saddens me to say this, but the biggest dream killers that we have is the closest people in our lives, and it's our family. Number one biggest dream killers are your family, first of all. Okay, your family is going to be the first one to say, don't do this, you're not good enough, why are you wasting your time doing this, why are you doing that? They should be inspiring us and pushing us, to do things that we want to do to achieve our goals. But the number one people that actually stop us from achieving our dreams is our family. Number two is your friends. Okay, your friends are going to be the first few people that are going to say, oh bro, what are you doing, wasting your time doing this? Why don't you come chill with us? Why are you wasting time doing this? What is it doing for you, this and that? So you need to understand the circle of friends that you have, and you need to understand that these guys are going to stop you from achieving your dreams. And the third category of people is other people. Okay, people that you just barely know. But the biggest dream killer is going to be yourself. Okay, you're going to doubt yourself, and if when you start doubting yourself, that's it, your dreams are gone. So you need to, as long as you conquer yourself first, you can conquer anything else. So understanding your reason why is very important, because there are going to be times when, yes, not everybody's going to say, yes, I want to do this business and I want to be with you. Some people are going to say no because of the timing that they have at the moment is probably not the right time. So emotionally you're gonna be a bit down, thinking, okay, I spent so much time with that person, but they're not actually joining my business. Okay, you have to understand that if everybody becomes rich, who's gonna serve your Rolex when you go to buy it? You understand? Not everybody is designed to have success. So understand that it's not for some people, and don't get emotionally down about it. Just move on to the next person and just keep talking to people. So that all your reason why you want to do it actually perfectly ties in with how bad you want this business. Um, there's a very famous player called Michael Jordan. Now, people when they go through a few failures, they tend to like kind of they don't wanna play along. Basically, they have a few mistakes. They create a few mistakes. They have a few failures, and they think, what, I can't deal with it. But understand that failures is the only thing that's gonna make you grow as a person. You know, part of success is failure. Failure is an ingredient. To get success, you need to go through failures. Okay, no single person in this world has gone to become successful without failing first. Okay, so failure is not a sidetrack, it's a part of success. So understand that and get over it and pick yourself back up and go on to the next person. So Michael Jordan said, I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot, and I missed and I failed over and over again in my life. And that is the reason why I succeed. So, don't be scared of failure. There's another guy who was actually the Thomas Edison. That's it. Yeah, Thomas Edison, the creator of the light bulb. Now Thomas Edison, he was obviously he was trying to make the light bulb. Now on the 10,000th go, he actually got it right. And someone actually said to him, "Wow, Thomas, you've actually, you failed 9,000 over 9,999 times before you actually succeeded." He said, Thomas Edison, this is so beautiful. He said, "Look, I've not failed 9,999 times. I found 9,999 times of ways it's not going to work." You understand? So failure, don't look at failure as a negative thing. Failure is a part of success. Now, another person that I actually really, really admire is, Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather. Some people have different opinions about him, but as a successful, entrepreneur, I actually love this guy. This guy at the moment, he revenues over 133 million dollars every single fight that he does. Okay, now on his last fight, he revenued over 300 million dollars. Now we look at Floyd Mayweather's success and we think, wow, he's got the beautiful house, he's got the money, he's living the life. We see the success, but we don't see the part where, the process towards success. Now, for the past 18 years, Floyd Mayweather actually spent every single day. He used to wake up at 4 o'clock and he used to go trading whilst everyone else used to be asleep. So understand that people get rewarded in public for years for what they practice for years in private. Okay, success it just doesn't come overnight. You have to understand that you have to work for it, and people that work hard for it, and they're the ones that get successful. Okay, so you have to understand that it's going to take hard work, and you have to go through that hard work. Okay, you're going to find a way, or you're going to find an excuse. Okay, when someone comes to a brick wall, they're going to think, okay, I failed. What should I do? I don't know what to do. You're gonna trust me. If you ponder on this enough, you're gonna find a way around it. Speak to your mentor. Ask me what to do and how to do it. I'll tell you how to do it. Otherwise you're just gonna close yourself and you're gonna think, you know what, I'm not good enough, or I don't. You're gonna make an excuse basically. You're gonna say, I'm tired. I don't want to do it. So you're gonna find a way to success, or you're gonna find an excuse towards failure. Now, what are the three characteristics of every wealthy person in this world? Okay, every single person that's in the Forbes magazine, what are the three characteristics of them? Now, the three characteristics is that they make money 24/7. They don't make money 9 to 5. They don't work in the corporate world. Okay, we go to work, we work 9 to 5, and we get paid 9 to 5. We work in a system called a linear-based income. Okay, now, linear-based income is where you trade your hours for money, right? You go, you do 7 hours, you get paid for 7 hours. It's simple as that. Now, out of the week that you have, let's say if a person just works, a very, very hard-working person works 10 hours, 10 hours a day, okay? Now that's let's say they work every single day, so that's 70 hours a week. People that are working in the linear-based income, their income is limited to 70 hours. If they want to make more money, what do they have to do? They have to actually, do more hours. But it's not possible for you to do more than 10, 12 hours a day, because you have to sleep, you have to eat, you've got a life. So people working in the linear-based income, their potential income is capped, and it's never going to increase. Okay, but otherwise, people that work in a residual based income, okay, they do something once, but they get paid for it over and over again. Okay, so people that earn residual income, wealthy people that earn residual income, they make money 24/7. Okay, people that earn residual income are people like your J.K. Rowling, your book authors, your script writers, your movie actors, actresses, and your singers. Now, one of the most like kind of eye-popping statistics that I've read about Michael Jackson is that Michael Jackson, he died in the year 2009. Now, since the year he died is 2016. Now, in 7 years since the year he died, Michael Jackson, he made over 650 million pounds. Okay, he made 650 million pounds being dead. Okay, now how many people can make £1 million being alive? Okay, working in the linear based income. And Michael Jackson, he made his song once. Every time it gets played, his family gets paid. Okay, so people that are wealthy, they understand that they have to work in the residual based system, and they need to make money 24/7. Another thing that wealthy people do is they leverage their time. Okay, now, what you want to do is any kind of business that people set up, what are they doing? They're leveraging their time. Okay, if you're self-employed, you recruit other people, you're leveraging your time. Now, one of the most effective examples of this I like to use is McDonald's. Now, the owner of McDonald's, he's got franchises in every single country around the world. Okay, now the owner, you don't see Mr. McDonald's behind every single counter serving you fish fillets, do you? What has he done? He's created a franchise. Okay, he's recruited other people and he's leveraged his time. He's not doing anything much at the moment apart from just looking at statistics, but he's getting paid. Now, if you want to be actually any sort of successful business, you'll have to leverage your time. If you want to set up your own hair salon or anything like that, you have to do exactly the same thing. It's only business sense that you leverage your time. Now, one of the beautiful things about our business is that we leverage our time very, very easily. Now, it doesn't actually cost us anything to create any of the franchises, and we leverage our time for absolutely free. Okay, how amazing is that? It's absolutely crazy when you understand the concept. Now, every single wealthy person, if they own their own equity. Okay, what I mean by that is they own, wherever they're working. So, Phones for You recently, Phones for You actually went bankrupt. Now, there are people in Phones for You that have worked there for 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 years. Okay, now when phones for you went bust, they didn't say on your way out grab a few S5s and iPhones. You've worked here for so long, get yourself some gear on your way out. They didn't say that because the person, even though they've been working there all their life, they don't own any equity. As soon as the company lets you go, that's it, you're gone. You need to find another place to work. So the beautiful thing about us is we own our equity as well. Every single person in our business is our equity. So the three characteristics you need for any wealthy business, we have that already. We have the perfect formula to be successful. All we need to do is actually grab LTW and just run with it. So this is a very, very interesting kind of, if you actually have time, what I'll do is I'll post on the groups certain books for you to read, certain books which I'll go into in a moment later. There's a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Now he actually teaches people. He makes his living out of teaching people how to be millionaires. So if you want to, ideally, what you want to do is you want to read books, things, stuff like that. It teaches you a lot about business and finances as well. So if you have a look at any successful person, any wealthy person's genealogy, you'll find that they have these three steps in common. They make money 24/7, they leverage their time, and they own their own equity as well. Now with LTW, what you want to do is you want to have a long-term vision, okay? Now some people come in, even though business is the easiest network marketing company out there, yet some people might come in and they're gonna have a target. Within my first month, I'm gonna have 50 people, and then they don't have 50 people. They do everything wrong. They mess up the business. They mess up their wall market, the people that they know and everyone like that, and they tell people the wrong things. And after 1 month, they only have a few people. So, they might be disappointed and they might think, wow, it's not working, it's not like this, it's like that. Do you understand? What you want to do is you want to have a long-term vision. If you want to have a short-term vision, it's not going to work for you because what we're doing right here, right now, is we're building an empire, okay? It takes 12 hours to make a Nissan Micra, but it takes 12 hours to make a Rolls Royce. So this is what we're doing. Have a long-term vision, okay? Things that are good things, they take time to build. Okay, quality takes time, and you have to understand that even though we might not be getting insanely fast results, which is very, very possible with our business anyway, don't be disheartened. Don't think, okay, I've messed up, because this is a very good example that I like to use. Look, in your first 2 years, if you only recruited 20 people, okay, Now in your third year, those 20 people only recruited 20 more people. Okay, how many people would you have in your organization? If you guys actually have a calculator, get it out because I'm quite bad with maths. I'm just going to get mine out. So, okay, so 20 times 20, you've got 400 representatives at the end of your third year. Okay, now at the end of your fourth year, if those 400 people did exactly the same thing and they recruited 20 people each, you'll have 8,000 people in your fifth year. So out of the 8,000 people, let's say in your sixth year, those 8,000 people did exactly the same thing, okay? They recruited 20 people each. In your sixth year, you're going to have 160,000 franchises, or otherwise 160,000 representatives in your business. So can you see within 6 years, how much your business can expand? Even though it might not go shooting stars straight away, if you bear with it and have that long-term vision and keep going, being persistent and committed at it, can you see in 6 years' time how many people you can have in your organization? Now, out of the 160,000 representatives, if everybody just did 35 points, the company minimum 35 points, you're going to have over 5.6 million points in your organization. Now, for you to get to 50 grand a month, it only literally takes you about 150,000 points. Okay. Now, you're going to have at the end of your 6 year over 5 million points in your organization. So, can you see the difference in having the vision and knowing where you're going with this? You need to have a long-term vision and you need to be committed now. Commitment is one of the most important things in this business, okay? Because people come in and they think, they're gonna do it in their spare time whenever they feel like it. When they're watching EastEnders or Star Plus or whatever, whilst the TV is going on, I'll probably message a person here and then, and it's gonna work. It's not gonna work like that. You have to put the commitment in. Okay, like I said to you on the group with the McGregor mindset, you need to be, in a sense, you need to be a bit obsessed with it. Okay, the reason being, look, we spend, we have a lot of graduates in our group, and we spend, to graduate, we spend 3 years of our lives, okay, studying a subject. Now, I'm a bachelor of law. I'm a lawyer by education. So I spent 3 years of my life studying law, understanding law and how it works and everything like that. You have to understand the commitment that people go through when they're at universities, sleepless nights, every single, exam periods when they're spending 2, 3, 4 weeks in library, with their heads stuck in the books, and they don't actually have a life. Look at the commitment that are people putting in into education, people that are putting in into the degrees, which obviously isn't wrong, but I'm saying, look, the commitment that people are putting in their degrees, if they had the same commitment in library world, imagine 3 years down the line where how much your life would differ, how much of a difference this would make to your life and your family's life as well. So be committed. Don't do it half-hearted. Be committed. Do it 100%. Okay, and have a long-term vision, because where this business is going, look, this business is a baby at the moment. It's just been given birth to. Do you understand? We actually came into the business whilst the foundation of the building are still being built. So can you imagine in 5, 6 years time where this company is going to be and where we're going to be with the company if we just remain committed and do our bit of the work? It's absolutely madness. So what we want to do is we want to expand our franchises as soon as possible. So to expand it, I think some of you guys have actually already done this, and some of you I don't think you have. So what we want to do first of all is we want to make a VIP list. Okay, get your pen, get a pad out, and start writing on that pad. Write down, go through your phone book. Your phone book is £1,000,000 right there. Okay, you have so many people, so many contacts on your phone book. Get a pen and a pad and write down every single person's name that you have on your phone book. Now, don't prejudge, because some people they think, okay, that person might not be good for it, that person might not want to do it, that person might have this, that person might have that. Do not ever prejudge anyone, because this is something that I've noticed in network marketing, in my experience, and I've actually this is the experience of my mentors as well. When you prejudge someone and you think they might not be able to do it, people that you think will, they won't. People that you think won't, will. So never ever prejudge, because you might think that person's not good enough for it, but they might come into your organization and absolutely smash your organization for you as well. Another reason why you don't want to prejudge is because we're going to tap through every single person that comes in, and this is going to be the next training session. It's going to be on about taproting, on how to get basically. I actually joined 5 people in my organization, and out of the 5 people, I've got over 130 people in my organization within 3 months. So, taprooting is very, very effective. So don't prejudge someone because that person you might think, okay, they're not that good. They might know someone else who's a leader already, who's a born leader, and they're gonna come in and they're gonna smash your business to pieces. So never ever prejudge. Write down every single person. What we want to do is we want to go through that list as soon as possible. Okay, your list are like your vegetables. Okay, they're gonna rot over time. The longer you leave it, the more rotten it's going to get. So we want to hit through that list as soon as possible, and we want to contact every single person, and we want to get through our warm market. Warm market means basically people that we want to get through them as soon as possible. Okay, we're not looking to convince people, we're just looking to sort people. Okay, some people will, some people won't. So what? Move on next. Okay. Now, you can say the wrong thing to the right person, and the right thing to the wrong person. So, either way, if that person's actually going to get in, they're going to get in. Whether, you say that, you make a few mistakes here and there. I mean, I'm a perfect example. My friend, when he came in to introduce me to network marketing, he was just, he had absolutely no idea what the heck he was talking about. Now, if I was one of those close-minded people, I would have said, you know what, I don't actually want to know what you're talking about. I don't even want to know. You don't even know what you're talking about. So, my friend approached me, with excitement, and he was so excited. He was sat in his car, and he was just like kind of, he was grabbing his head. He's like, he's got his palms to his face. He's like, "Oh, bro, we smashed it. I found something so amazing." And he was trying to explain it to me, but he was saying all the wrong things. So I said, "You know what? Just give me the paperwork. Let me have a look at it." And you know what? I loved it. So don't ever prejudge. What we're doing is we're sorting for people. Okay, we're trying to find people who are like-minded like us, and who also want to make a change in their life, who also have goals to reach as well. So that's all we're doing. Like I said, some people will, some people won't. So what? Move on next. Okay. What you wanna do is you wanna utilize your time very, very efficiently as well, because you wanna spend 90% of your time with people that are interested, and 10% of your time with people that want to think about it. And people that are not interested, don't spend any of your time with them, because there's no point spending time with people who are not interested. It's not going to benefit us. So we want to spend most of our time with people that are very interested, and give time to people who want to think about it and maybe have a few questions. Give them a bit more time. And like I explained to yourself earlier, some people will, some people won't. So what next? Move on. There are so many people out there. You know, we're living in a world where there are over 7 billion people living there. There are over 70 million people in the UK. Now, how many people can you actually get through to through social media? Say, imagine if you had no friends whatsoever. How many people can you get through social media? How many people can you contact on Facebook? How many people can you contact on Instagram? Okay. Now, how many people, out of the people that you contact, now, how many people do you think could be intrigued if I went and said to them, hey, how does the concept of receiving free shopping and getting paid sound to you? How many people would be intrigued by that? Okay. So all we're literally doing is we're finding 3 people, and we're going to show these 3 people how to expand their business. That's literally all we're doing. Okay. Now this business is not hard at all. It just takes commitment to find 3 people. Okay. It doesn't get any easier than this. So what we want to do is we want to become leaders ASAP. Okay. In comparison to other network marketing companies, and we've got things like Vima, and a lot of the members are from Forever Living, the previous business. Now, in Forever Living, what you had to do is you had to teach your representatives, about the products, what the products contained, how they work, what they're for, and everything like that. You had a lot of training to do basically, but with our company, it is so easy to do. It doesn't require much hassle. Literally, all you need to do is, number one, learn how to approach people, okay, which is so easy anyway. Number two, learn how to present, okay. Our presentation slides are so easy to understand. Honestly, I've seen another company's presentation, and I've literally seen it 4 or 5 times now, and I've still not understood what the heck they're talking about, shopping points and this and that. So our conversation plan is so easy. Literally, It didn't take me any training whatsoever for me to present this conversation plan, this presentation. I literally just looked at the slides and I knew exactly what he's talking about. But for those obviously that are not that experienced in network marketing, what you want to do is you want to spend a bit of time, going through the presentation slides, going through. I've got a video on my Instagram which I'll post on the group. You guys can actually go to my page. There's a link there to my YouTube channel. I've got the video there. I've actually got a video presentation of me. So you guys can actually look at the presentation and you can just look at how simple it is and just learn what to say on these slides. It is so easy. Literally, you're coming in, you're recruiting two people, you get into the company's automatic tree, the your full-time wage is growing, and then you introduce a third friend, show them how to expand the business, and then you get free shopping and or helping other people get free shopping. It's so simple. You just need to learn how to actually how and what to say on each slides. That's all it is. Now, what we want to do is we want to develop ourselves as well. Now, when someone comes into a business and they don't develop themselves as a person, okay, they're not going to get anywhere. Honestly, like people that are coming into network marketing thinking, okay, I'm going to get to the top just being me how I am right now. It's not going to work. Honestly, whatever you've learned so far, whatever skills you've got so far, alhamdulillah, it's got you to the position that you're at right now, okay? It's got to your position. But if you want to get something different, you have to learn something different as well. And this is exactly what we need to do. We need to develop as representatives and we want to become leaders as soon as possible, okay? We want to be an example for our team, okay? Because people before they join the business, they join you as a representative, okay? They look at you and they think, am I going to be able to work with that person? I want everybody to actually, rate yourself, get a pen and a pad and write down everything that you look for in a leader, okay? And I want you to ask yourselves, do you possess those characteristics? Do you possess those skills, okay? And and judge yourself on this as well. And what you want to do is you want to judge yourself and you want to become better, okay? If you don't know how to present, or if you need to get better at presenting, get better at presenting, learn how to do it, work with your mentors, work with me, and learn how to make your presentation better. If you need to improve on recruitment, let's work together and let's improve on how to recruit people. If you want to learn on how to approach people on Instagram or social media or in person, let's do that. Let's learn how to do that, okay? Now, I've had a few people that have actually, from our team that have come to me and they said, hey, listen, I'm speaking to so many people, but everybody's saying no, okay? But it's all in the approach. What I've realized, I said to them, look, practice with me and tell me, how are you approaching people, okay? So how are you going to be, how do you approach people? Some say, okay, hey, listen, do you want to make some quick money? Another person says, so what you do is, you introduce people, they recruit people, you do shopping, they do this and they do that, and people don't want to hear that. First of all, people don't want to hear about quick money. Who wants to make quick money? When you say to someone, hey, listen, do you want to make quick money? How does that sound to you? Sounds a bit dodgy, right? Now, if you say to someone like, uh, this is our business, this is how it works, you need to recruit this person, you need to do that, you need to do shopping. If I tell someone the movie, are they gonna go? Do they want to go and watch that movie? Of course not. So don't tell people about the movie. Don't tell people about the business. Let them see the facts for themselves. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We just want to intrigue, and we just want them to see the facts. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to read books like Robert Kiyosaki. Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's an amazing book. If you guys haven't actually read that already, please read it. I go through these books when I'm in bed. I just put the audio books in and I just listen to the books and go to bed. You can actually YouTube these books. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Now, any successful online business or any successful that kind of corporate business person or network marketing person, if you ask them, look, if you can recommend me one book that I could read to improve myself, what book would you recommend? And it's going to be that book, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Now, Napoleon Hill, he's in the 1900s, in the early 1900s. He basically on a quest to find out why there are people that are living average lives and why there are people that are extremely wealthy. Okay, so he went to a guy called Henry Ford, who was the owner of Ford, a car company. He went to him and he said, look, I want to actually, I want to have an interview with you and I want to ask you some questions. this is what I'm doing, and I want to find out basically why there are some people that are wealthy and some people that are not. So Henry Ford, what he did is he actually he got Napoleon Hill in touch with other billionaires that he was familiar with. And so Napoleon Hill, he spent about 20 years going around people with rich people, hanging about with them, talking with them, and finding out, what the difference is between these guys and normal average people. And the only difference is, I'll let you find out what the difference is. You're gonna actually love this. Go and read that book, listen to that book. Honestly, you're gonna love it. Now, Darren Hardy, compound effect. Getting into network marketing, you need to understand the compound effect, because once you understand the compound effect, you're going to understand the power of network marketing. And I'll ask you a question. Now, you guys can actually bring this up in the group, and I want you to put your answer in the group as well. Okay, so given the choice, if I was to say to you, okay, you can either take £1 million right now, okay, and you can have it, or you can have 1p that doubles, the amount doubles every single day for the next 31 days. Okay, so you've got two choices. You've got choice number one, you can have £1 million right now, you can go away, do whatever you want with that £1 million. Or choice number two, I give you a penny and the amount doubles every single day for the next 31 days. What would you choose? Okay, I want you to actually put your answer in the group, and we'll have a little debate, and I'll show you what I mean by the compound effect. So look, what we're going to do, another aspect is, we've only got two aspects in this business. Number one is shopping, and number two is recruitment. Okay, you can recruit 1 million people, but if they're not shopping, nobody's getting paid in the business. Okay, not doing your shopping for that month is like you having a flat tire. Okay, you're not going to get anywhere. Honestly, we have such an amazing business. It literally costs, you know, pounds to set up, in comparison to any other network marketing companies. I've seen marketing companies that, the average startup fee is £500. Okay, I've seen companies where you can start up for 20 grand, 30 grand, 40 grand. Okay, so the startup fee for our company is an absolute joke, £35. And then all you're doing is literally you're doing a bit of shopping for your house anyway. Okay, so what have you got to lose? Don't try to drive to success. Don't try to drive to your destination with a flat tire, because it's not going to work. Okay, and we need to lead by example. Every single person that comes into our organization, okay, if we set a certain culture, they're going to follow that certain culture as well. Okay, so what we want to do is, we want to do our shopping every single month. We want to do the 35 points at least. Okay, the minimum. Okay, so then at least knowing that we've done our shopping, we don't have a flat tire anymore, we're ready to go. Okay, it means that a lot more people are going to be making a lot more money a lot quicker, and that's what we want. We want to make money, as quick as we can. We put the investment in, we put the hard work in recruiting people. Okay, now let's get everyone to do the shopping, and everyone can benefit as well. Okay, imagine a situation where you say to yourself, okay, I'm going to do the shopping when I have my first 9 people. Okay, now you've set that culture in your organization. What do you think those 9 people are going to say? What do you think those 9 people are going to think when they come into the business? They're going to think, okay, I'm also going to do my shopping when my 9 people come in. Okay, so now you've got about 18 people in the organization, but no one's doing their points, so nobody's getting paid out. Now imagine those 18 people, they said exactly the same thing. I'll do my points when I get my 9 people. Okay, now you're gonna have about 30 people in the organization, but nobody's doing the points and nobody's getting paid. Okay, almost every single person in that organization could be getting paid, but nobody's getting paid because we've set a bad culture in the organization. So, from this month's nearly over, from next month, I'm going to push everybody to do their points. Minimum points, 35 points, you can do literally £62. So I'm not sure what you guys are worried about. Most of you guys are girls. The cheapest one is the makeup one anyway, so you guys have a bonus. So, let's do our shopping. Let's get our shopping out of the way. Let's not have a flat tire, okay? And what you also need to understand, there are a few benefits to doing your points. Okay, number one is, if you've done your points, you invested a bit of money into your business. Okay, it's gonna motivate you to actually get to your next position. Okay, I've done my investment, I want to make that investment worthwhile. That's the number one. One of the things that it provides motivation for you to go out there and work even harder. Number two is going to help your team. Okay, teamwork makes the dream work. You have to understand, for your team to help you, you need to help your team as well sometimes. Okay, you know, it works both ways. You have to reciprocate that. Okay, you can't be selfish. You know, we need to work together as a team. So, you know, the importance of doing the shopping is absolutely crucial. So our urgent goals, okay, what we want to have is we want to have by, you know, a lot of people are already qualified anyway in our organization. What we want to do is we want to get every single person qualified. Okay, because as soon as we get people qualified, that's when the company will start building a team for everybody. Okay, and we want to be in the company's team as soon as possible. Okay, because instead of spending 6 months in the business not being qualified, we could have been qualified tomorrow, and the company could have actually already built us, you know, over 1,000 people in our automatic team. Do you understand? But we're not benefiting because we're not become qualified. So what we want to do is we want to get everybody qualified as soon as someone comes into the business. The number one priority should be to get qualified. Okay, you just need to introduce 2 people. Now you know that you're going to be getting a full-time wage. No matter what happens, you're gonna be getting a full-time wage that the company is gonna pay you. And for doing what? Just introducing 2 people. And this is crazy. So what we want to do is we want to get qualified straight away, introduce 2 people, and then what we want to do is we want to hit free shopping within our first 30 days, okay? And make it max 60 days. We want to hit free shopping, okay? We're going to introduce a third person. We've already got 2 people that we've used to get into the company's team. We're going to introduce a third person, show these guys how to introduce their friends and their network, their family and friends and everyone that they know, their work colleagues, and we should be hitting free shopping, you know, within a month. It's so possible to do that within 30 days. So these are our urgent goals. So I hope you guys understood the training and you guys have actually taken something away from it. um, I'm just gonna unmute everyone as we go along. um, okay. Okay, I don't know how to unmute people. So okay, it doesn't matter anyway. What we're gonna do is we'll any further questions that you guys have, feel free to message me directly or feel free to put it in the group, and we'll just have a quick discussion and get the information out. And guys, you know, like I said to you guys, we need to be qualified as soon as possible. Okay, we need to be qualified as soon as possible and get into the company's automatic team because the company is growing so fast, you know, and we don't want to be one of those people that slacks and, you know, a few months later then we become qualified. Hello, Aisha.
Hi.
Hi, Aisha. Did you take away anything from this presentation?
Yeah, yeah, so helpful.
It's helpful, right? Okay. This is what it is. Like, you know, you wouldn't think of this business if you didn't have a certain way of thinking or if you didn't have the mindset training. So, you know, this is the reason why it is so vital for everybody to get the mindset training. Okay. So